We continue our series of the most powerful black superheroes with Michael Holt, Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific first appeared in Spectre number 54 in 1997 and was created by John Ostrander and Tom Mandrake. Michael Holt showed an extraordinary mental aptitude at a very early age, studying advanced sciences in his preschool years. Holt also showed an amazing capabilities for building physical strength, ability, and muscular endurance. These abilities led Holt to becoming an Olympic gold medal decathlete, intellectual, obtaining 14 PhDs, and leader in technology industry, building a multinational tech firm all at a very young age. Holt attributed his multifaceted success to an ability he described as having a natural aptitude for natural aptitudes. He also holds the distinction of being the third smartest person in the DC universe. The death of Holt's severely disabled older brother and later the death of his wife and unborn child in an automobile accident caused Holt extreme mental turmoil, and he contemplated suicide. It was at this bridge where some street kids attempted to rob Holt when the being known as Spectre, whose role is to administer God's justice, intervened. Spectre saved him from his would-be robbers. Spectre then told Holt of the Golden Age hero named Mr. Terrific, Terry Sloan. Sloan was a man whose life had some parallels to Holt, and had even been robbed by some street kids imitating gangster they'd idolized just before committing suicide by jumping off a bridge, just as Holt planned to do. Sloan had decided to assume the costume identity of Mr. Terrific to give the kids someone new to idolize. Spectre convinced Holt to assume Sloan's previous hero mantle, Mr. Terrific, and live by a slogan of fair play. Mr. Terrific is an Olympic-level athlete with near-peak human speed, strength, and agility, and is a master at least 6 known martial arts forms, and an expert-level gymnast. He also has a genius-level intellect and a natural aptitude for learning complex skills and procedures that would take men lifetimes almost instantly. Once learning and performing a complex, life-saving surgical procedure after only reading about it in a book. He also has an eidetic memory and retains the skills and information he learns completely. He is a natural strategist, even capable of beating 2 opponents at chess simultaneously while blindfolded. Mr. Terrific has created a number of technological devices that aid him in fighting crime. The most well-known are his T-spheres, floating robotic orbs that have multiple functions that include but are not limited to aiding him in flight by bearing his rate, interfacing with, analyzing, and even reverse engineering other technology to include advanced or alien technology, holographic projection, invisibility, projecting an electrical charge, a self-destruct attack, reconnaissance, and can communicate to Mr. Terrific through an earpiece. The T-spheres can also surround Mr. Terrific with a force field that allows him to breathe and survive in the vacuum of space. The second device he uses is his T-mask. Composed of nanites, the mask is bonded to his face on a molecular level and can disappear at Mr. Terrific's will. The mask makes Mr. Terrific invisible to all forms of electronic tracking and protects him from all forms of chemical attack. The mask is also a communication device and can relay commands to his T-spheres without audible command if necessary by picking up thought waves. The T-mask also gives Mr. Terrific the ability to see the entirety of the electromagnetic spectrum. Finally, after studying and mastering the fractals mechanics theory, Holt developed a technology that allowed him to travel and build a headquarters and lab in an alternate dimension he calls the 9th dimension. Well, that's it. Let me know what you guys think about Mr. Terrific in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Holla.